So this situation between Megan and Nicki, it just keeps getting from bad to worse. As you may have already know, Megan Thee Stallion, she has a new track out, and in there she referenced, well, everyone thinks she's referencing Nicki Minaj because she has a track that says you're worried about Megan, but you need to be worried about Megan's Law. Well, if you don't know and if you're not aware, Megan Law was made in the 90s when a little girl who was 7 at the time, her name was Megan Kanka, she was murdered in the 90s by a sex predator who at that time he was not legally required to identify himself in the neighborhood. And while he was in that neighborhood, he then raped and murdered this poor girl. So her father, Richard Kanka, obviously that's a tragedy for him. He had to deal with it years ago. Now these wounds have resurfaced and it has been opened again because now he's thinking about it. Can you imagine? Right now he's hearing that his daughter's name is trending on social media. That wasn't even around at that time. And it's in reference to this song that Megan made and on her diss track to Nicki with her song called Hiss. So what he said that Megan dropping his daughter's name is completely disrespectful to him. And he is fuming over it. Again, he said that he notes that this raises awareness to this situation and more people know about Megan's Law than would have previously. But listening to everyone talk about his daughter and hearing this and everyone looking at her picture again, he just does not want to relive these old wounds. He did not want to open that up for him because now he's reliving this whole situation again. And I can only imagine the agony and the pain that he must feel knowing that that's what happened to his little girl. So he feels that using his daughter's name in such a graphic, offensive manner is really offensive, and it just opens up the pain that his family has felt. So he is looking into his legal options, and he might pursue some legal, actions or authority over what Megan Thee Stallion has done. He's considering removing the lyrics. He's considering possibly punitive or financial claims due to emotional distress and emotional damage. Not sure. And not sure if there's anything that he can do. But, I have to say I sympathize with him. I sympathize with the pain that he's feeling. It's unimaginable. And it's unimaginable that she went through that, 7 years old. And it's just unimaginable that now the parents have to live with that. No parent wants to outlive their child. And they have in one of the most horrific manners possible. And also to add to that, Moniece Slaughter, she took to X to talk about this, and she's encouraging Megan Kanka's family to sue Megan and get everything that they possibly can from her. I don't know if they're going to listen. Well, as I already shared, he is actually looking into legal options. I don't know if he's listening to Moniece or if he's looking into legal options on his own. What are your thoughts on this? Do you feel that Megan Kanka, the little girl, do you feel that her family has a right to be upset? Do you feel that Megan should take down the tracks? Do you feel she should alter it? Do you feel they should stop playing this on the radio? I mean, I think in this situation, for that father to know that this is going on again, for that mother, for the family, to be in their shoes, again, pure agony. I can't even find the words to describe it. So I definitely don't want to bash him. Don't want to say anything about that. But this really gives us ground to have a good conversation and a good talk about, celebrities and them bringing up references to things that happened in, I don't want to say ordinary, but happened in someone's life. And now they're profiting off of it and they're bringing fame to their name and their music by this, because everyone is particularly talking about this particular section of her song, and it's being played on the radio. It's number one, from what I understand, on Apple Music. So she's getting a lot of notoriety from this song, and it's it's off of someone's pain. And that probably was not her intention. I'll say that. I don't think she went out to say, oh, I'm going to hurt you. She probably didn't even think about them, unfortunately. She didn't think about how that family would respond, how it would affect them, and how they would feel. So now that we know how they feel, now that we know that it's bothering them and it's troublesome, What can she do to rectify this situation? What do you feel she can do to make this situation better? My heart goes out to that family. And again, I don't necessarily have a good answer for them, right? I can't make it better. I can't make it better. And I don't think any of us know how they feel, but knowing everything that's been placed in front of us and knowing what we do know, do you feel that Megan should pull that song down and pull those tracks, or reach out to the family to offer her condolences, to express her sorrow, to let them know she did not intend to hurt them? Do you think she should just ignore it and hopefully it will die down? But in this day and age where not everyone, but a lot of people sue when they can, it seems like if they have a possible way to make a lawsuit out of this, they will be coming for Megan shortly.